we see dying children. Recently, I went to a home several times, knocked on the door, called, texted, and they never opened the door for me. And I thought, okay, I'll close it. Well, it turns out 2 weeks later, there was a double murder in the house. So I'm real happy that they didn't open the door that day for me. But anyway, I would just like to have you remember social workers. We work very hard for you and for our community, and we would like our salaries at least in line with our comparable counties. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. And if Jennifer, Seth, and Zach can be ready to speak. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Zeff. I'm a HIS2 with DHA. Thank you for this opportunity to be heard. Supervisor Cerna didn't even bother to phone it in today. I'm disappointed. When I became disabled in 2013, I gave up an 18-year career that I loved with Stanislaus County. I had to move back to Sacramento to be closer to my family, and I struggled often. I had to choose between paying bills or buying medications. I'm not alone. I can't participate in health savings program because I'm on Medicare. Any change to our health care benefits would be devastating. I came to work for Sacramento County for a chance to have a livable wage, good benefits, as well as make a difference in my community. When you contact our departments on behalf of your constituents, you expect us to handle the issue expeditiously, with courtesy, and to the best of our capability. Right now, that call is coming from inside the House. We are your constituents as well as county employees. Sacramento County seems excessively top-heavy, with little focus on staff training and retention. Morale is low. Supervisor Rodriguez, you addressed the Youth Council about adding education on human trafficking to your agenda, or to their agenda, rather. I'd like to invite you all to visit all of our departments on your own time, as I am doing today here, to see what UPE 008 and UPE 005 do. We deal with the most vulnerable populations, victims of crimes, homelessness, mental health issues, elderly. There is a saying, a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. The same is true about community. We don't expect to become rich doing this work. We also don't expect that while being full-time employed with the County of Sacramento to face homelessness, financial devastation by skyrocketing costs that our wages don't match or keep up with. We need a fair contract, and we need it now. Thank you. Thank you, Phil Sarner, for showing up.
Seth?
Hello, my name is Seth Hogan. I am a HIS worker at East Commerce. My job is eligibility for our most vulnerable population, and I don't want to throw a bunch of numbers at you. I see that you guys do get confused with those. I also don't want to come up here and talk about a decision that you guys should have made months ago, because it's the right decision. What I want to talk to you about is the fact that you think that you have the right to take away our right to choose our health care. My wife and I are currently in the IVF process to create a family here in Sacramento County. We love this county. We've been here a long time. And losing those benefits is an atrocious miscarriage of what we voted you in for. And you are voted positions. And how dare you think that you can take away the healthcare options that we have worked so hard to come up with and choose. And you think that just making this change is a monetary decision, but for most of the people here, even in this room, it is a life or death decision. And you're also not paying us enough to come up with the difference. This is insanity and an incredible amount of incompetence. I can't believe you guys would think that healthcare is something that you can just mess around with. I can't believe you think that doing this is in any way good faith. And the fact that we have been arguing for you people to do the right thing and give us a fair contract, don't take away our health care, is just absurd. Have a good day. Thank you.
Zach?
Good morning. My name is Zach Holitz. I'm a union member with UPE 008, and I'm also here to discuss the situation with our contract. Now, I love the city that we're in. I love the county that we live in, and because I love this place, I pay my taxes so that it can be better. Because I want to love this place well, I pay for health insurance, and because I want to be able to love this place long after I'm able to do the work anymore, I put money away for a pension. After I do all of those things, my take-home pay for what I earn is roughly 67%. Now, my take-home right now is about $40,916 per year. The Board of Supervisors' last increase was over $46,000. So your last increase is more than I take home for a year's worth of my labor. Your proposed increase, which for someone like me would amount to about 2.8% of my yearly income, is not enough money for me to afford a studio apartment on average in Sacramento for even a month. So your proposed best and final offer does not afford me the opportunity to have a bedroom for a month's time. On top of that, your best and final offer takes away more than it gives. You want to take away the certainty that we have the right to grieve for our family members should something happen to them. It takes away the security that we have for our elected health benefits. And it takes away our rights, namely our rights to strike when we are in these positions where we cannot come to an agreement on what you think is best for us. We had almost 1,000 people gathered outside and inside this building 2 weeks ago to voice that opinion and to exercise that right. And we are still here with no new news and no better offers. And I just don't understand why it is that we have to make these concessions and take this time to have this conversation. I believe that we can make reasonable adjustments and give fair pay to the people who do the work on the ground floor. And that's why we're all gathered here today. So thank you for your time and thank you for hearing us.
James?
Good morning. My name is James Ostrowski, and I am an appraiser with the assessor's office. So I just want to start by recapping some of the living wage information that you heard a couple weeks ago with you, but I want to make sure you get the numbers. Living wage for a single person in Sacramento County is $55,000. The living wage for one adult, one child is over $101,000. The living wage for one adult, two children is over $125,000. And just so you know, there are still people who are married. There are two working adults with three children. They each need to make over $85,000 each. And this information comes from MIT. Just so you know, the county executive raise was above a single person's living wage in this county. Our last three contracts did not keep up with inflation. Our last 3-year contract did not keep up with inflation. The loss was 5.7% after the actual numbers for the CPU came in. I have this release that the assessor's office made recently, a couple weeks ago, and I'm sure you've all seen it. And it shows the growth over this county over the last 10 years going up. This past year was 5.41%. So that shows us, and the growth is only going higher. But the release was made. I just want to point that out. I have a college degree, and I've been with this county for over 25 years. One of the few things that have kept me in this county is healthcare with this county job. You are going to lose skilled, very knowledgeable employees. They are usually the first to go when something bad happens to their paychecks or their healthcare. It's the smartest that can move, the smartest that can leave. And they can go to other counties or private sectors that other counties have the exact same jobs we have here, so they can leave. And we have lost people in the past because of the pay. We have lost people in our office who are highly skilled, very knowledgeable people. They've left for other counties because the pay was higher and their benefits were better. Just so you know, we are the capital of California. We are the kings. We're growing. We've got International Airport. We have Arco Arena is going to have a teaching hospital of 2,500 homes. So just so you know, we deserve better than the average. Thank you.
Holly? Deborah?
Good morning. My name's Deborah Ruiz. It's spelled Debra. I don't know how that got on there, but I've been with the county for the last 3 years, almost 4. I work as a human service specialist. I work in the CalWorks continuing department. I process benefits for CalWorks, CalFresh, Medi-Cal, homeless assistance. We process EBT 2259 claim forms for fraudulent EBT transactions. I'm there, I speak with people, maybe 10 to 20 people a day, giving them my hand, lifting them up, helping them. And I just wanted to point out a few things. When I first started with the county, household size of 4, average pay was, the level 1 average pay was $4,524 per month. There were people in my class that were actually passing for CalWorks, CalFresh. Our income is really low, and I feel very embarrassed to stand here and beg for 2.8%. So I just wanted to point that out, that the income is extremely low. We can't even get approved for CalWorks because we're just over the federal poverty level. So thank you for letting me speak.
Thank you.
Olivia?
Good morning. My name is Olivia Brown, a DHA County employee of multiple years. I became a board member because I desired to advocate for change at DHA to ameliorate the working conditions of my colleagues. I erroneously assumed that management and my colleagues had the shared goals of improving both internal and external customer service. While I have been disavowed of this, as I have observed that management maintains a philosophy of getting the most amount of work from its employees for the least amount of pay, which makes economic sense for a for-profit company. However, we are not widget makers. We are poverty eradicators. We are crime preventers. We are hope catalyzers. We are present and future improvers. Due to continual understaffing, you demonstrate your lack of concern for our customers who must endure 3 to 5 hour long wait times to see a customer service representative or to speak with a service center representative to get their issues resolved. Who cares if the frontline or the service center employees have to encounter angry, hostile customers repeatedly during their workday? It does not affect you. You don't experience the secondary trauma from hearing or witnessing our customers' experience. I ask of you, who do folks call when their Medi-Cal has been denied or discontinued and they can't obtain their life-sustaining medicine? DHA. Who does one call when one cannot pay their rent due to their EBT benefits having been scammed? DHA. Who does a teacher call when they suspect child abuse? CPS. Who does a recently arrived immigrant call whenever they have any questions? DHA. Who does one call when one does not have a place to stay due to domestic violence? DHA. Excuse me. We are the lifeblood of this county. We work with the most economically challenged, the underserved, the voiceless, the unhoused, the passed over, the folks on some of their most challenging days. Many of us chose this work for the county government because we wanted to serve our community and attain economic security. Yet many of us find ourselves in similar economic struggles to our customers, trying to stretch our nominal salaries to meet our monthly obligations. During the pandemic, we were deemed to be essential employees, which to many meant disposable. Hence, as essential workers, we deserve essential livable income. The county's purpose to improve lives. Whose life? Workers are barely making ends meet. The county's vision, we create awe-inspiring experiences for our staff and customers. We are in awe at how inequitably we are treated. You granted yourselves a 36% raise and county management a 12% raise, yet you offer us 2.88%. The math ain't mathin'. Live up to your professed values. Exhibit compassion. Demonstrate integrity. Build trust in your community. Be innovative. Do better. Be better.
Greetings, Chairman Cerna and County Supervisors. My name is James Starr. I'm Chair of the UPE Board of Directors and a 40-year county employee. I'm speaking with you today about the state of contract negotiations between UPE and County of Sacramento. First, there's the county's salary proposal of 2.8%, which is inadequate to either recruit or retain employees for jobs where working conditions are notoriously poor. But it's your health insurance proposal that really has your employees worried. The county's proposal removes the guarantee that changes to health insurance plans and co-payments require approval from both the union and the county. It takes away the guarantee that Kaiser will be an offered medical plan. It allows the county to eliminate our existing medical plans and substitute other medical plans which the county refuses to name or describe to the union. It allows the county to increase medical co-pays without limit. It allows the county to shift costs away from premiums, of which the county pays 80%, by increasing co-pays, of which the employees pay 100%. UPE does not oppose the idea of making changes to health care, but only if the county clearly demonstrates cost savings for our members, and not just cost savings for the county. The current employee protections in the legacy contract date back to 2006. I was there then, and we went on strike for 4 days that year to win those protections. We won't give them up for 2.8%.
Deanna?
My name is Deanna Green. I'm an 008 board member and a social worker with Senior and Adult Services, Adult Protective Services. I've been with the county for 20 years. A few years back, I was threatened by a suspect when I was investigating a financial abuse case. County council took it to court, and I was awarded restitution. But my PM had to go to court. My county council and PM went to court for me to win that case for me. That person, that suspect, threatened my life and threatened the life of my family. As a result of that case, my PM came to the Board of Supes and requested that APS's license plates were blocked, just like our counterparts in CPS, which you guys denied. I don't understand why our lives are less important than the lives of CPS social workers. What we do is just as unsafe as our CPS counterparts. APS differentials was also denied. The work that we do in APS is just as unsafe for our lives. In addition, the work that we do in APS is very unsafe. It threatens our lives. We deserve differential just as much as CPS. APS social workers are like the stepchildren of the county. We are often forgotten. Board of Supes, you guys often forget about us. One other thought I wanted to mention, Ms. Rodriguez, you told the fair guy when he was here at one of the meetings that you appreciated him. All of the meetings that I've been to, you've never mentioned that you appreciate any of us social workers, any of us 005 members, and I kind of felt some type of way about that because we risk our lives. And you have never said that you appreciate any of us. I know that we sometimes are kind of hostile up here, but at the end of the day, we represent the county for you guys. We risk our lives for you guys, and you have never said that you appreciate us. That kind of stuff goes a long way for us. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that. Thank you.
Well, Deanna, just to let you know that I do appreciate you and the work that you all do.
Hello, my name is Michelle Moyer. I'm not going to talk about a whole lot. I'm just here to represent all the people that I work with. Every time this issue's come up, I've watched, like now, Serna, you haven't even been paying attention to half of what people have been saying. I watched you pick up your phone. That same disdain that I'm watching right now is exactly what I'm seeing for all of the people that I work with. We've come here because, for whatever reason, the county doesn't feel that we have any value. As I sit out there in the lobby, I watch the signs. You tout all of these people that you have helped, all of these people who you have served. Who do you think did that work? Who do you think did it and make it possible for you to be touting all of these numbers? You sit there with this attitude like we're wasting your time. We spend our lives in these jobs. We spend our lives helping these people and making you look good. The people who receive benefits are about to get an increase of 3.47 or 74. You can't even give us that. You're talking about a 2.8. That isn't even the cost of living. How can you honestly sit there and expect us to continue making these numbers look good for you while you turn around and dump on us and treat us like we're nothing? It proves every time you hire a new class of workers, every time. Look at the numbers, the turnover rate. You can't keep any employees, and they keep downgrading the requirements just because you can't get somebody to come and do this work. For those of us that have been here for more than a decade, you should be very grateful. Everybody's come up here and said, oh, thank you for giving me that time. Thank you for giving me. No, I'm actually angry. I'm tired of people saying, oh, thank you for this, and kissing up for something that you guys don't seem to even value. Take that into consideration. Get your mediators back in there. Give us something that is actually shows that value instead of walking around telling us, oh, thank you for your service. Thank you for all you do. That's no more than saying, have a good day.
Ryan?
Good morning. I'm basically here to speak on behalf of all of the 0508 members, as well as the rest of the county employees. Right now, our negotiations are at a standstill. I'd like to get that moving again. Under the current proposal, I kind of see the following, and please correct me if I'm wrong. You want to change our medical, and you don't want us to have an option to say yes or no to that. With that said, you also don't want to allow us to strike that decision that you might make. The medical that you may propose could cost more than our cost of living that you're offering. So therefore, most likely, we're going to end up losing money in the end, something that none of us can afford right now. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Alyssa, and I'm with UPE 008. These are hard jobs, and I don't know your experiences, but if you've never had an overinflated caseload of individuals and families struggling with their health, mental health, childcare, trauma, housing, transportation, then I'm not sure you can truly appreciate how stressful and emotionally taxing that is to have that on you. It's hard work, and it doesn't take breaks. And it requires those of us who care enough to do this work to show up every day and to invest. But our capacity to invest is impacted when we are struggling. And with our health care being threatened, as we watch our cost of living continually increase, many of us are struggling. We are here asking for a contract that allows us to continue to invest in this community. You, in your position, have to choose to partner with us. We cannot do this alone. We need your support.
Thank you.